Okay, hi teachers. This is for primary 2 topic this week. So there will be two main books for you to go through with the students in class. And then the third book I will prepare for you. The third book will be something on heuristics, which you can actually work with them, like during class itself, right? So it need not be assigned as a homework at the end of the day, right? For the third book, you can just complete it, like in class together with them. Now, for these two books, what I'm going to do is um, to highlight some of the key things that you need to do with them. So let's start with the first booklet, right? The first booklet is Understanding Maths. Okay, so please take note of the unit number here. Okay, U0221 UM3/3. Now, for this booklet, the emphasis is on helping them to understand kilograms. Okay, so you have to explain to them what a kilogram is, and how to read this weighing scale, right? In this case, you can see that the watermelon is the same weight as 1 kilogram. Now, more importantly, right, something that is not included in this book but would be helpful is for you to let them have a few of an item that is 1 kg. Now, for this, I'm going to prepare it for you guys, right? I'm going to basically use a 1.5 liter water bottle. And I'm going to fill it up with 2/3 of it, right? So that should give you roughly 1 kg. So as you are teaching this, please let the students, all right, hold on to that 1 kg, right, of water bottle, right, so that they get a sense of what 1 kg actually weighs like, right? The heaviness of 1 kg water bottle, so that later on for the questions when they are doing comparisons, it'll be easier for them. Okay, so do let them know that they can write their answers as kg, so they need not spell it as kilogram, but of course it'd be good if they can spell it as well. But short form, as they're writing their answers, they can simply leave it as kg. Okay. And then another portion is, of course, as I mentioned just now, right? The idea is for them to be able to know what is equal to 1 kg, what is less than 1 kg, and what is more than 1 kg, right? And you can actually use get them to think about items in the classroom, right? Which one is weighs more or weighs less, right, than the 1 kg water bottle, right? So that would give that would contextualize things to get them have a more concrete understanding of what 1 kg is and then how that compare with the others. So as per normal, please complete the guided practice questions, right, together with them in class. And after that, right, for independent practice, you may choose, I leave it to you to choose some questions, but perhaps this question like this on page 6 is good. You might get introduced to them that they can actually draw a scale, right, to help them figure out which is lighter, okay, which is heavier, right, using a scale to compare the items here, right? So do maybe spend a bit of time, right, to introduce this scale system to them. Okay. The rest can be done as homework. Let's see. We have other questions. I think some of the questions here are quite straightforward. Okay. So for this year, right, I think this question is a bit unique from the rest because it tells you exactly how much the rabbit weighs and how much the cat weighs, right? How much the cat weighs, right? So if they are in equilibrium, right, it means that the cat weighs, like as heavy or weighs, in this case, 4 kg, right? So please get them to understand this question, right, in that sense. Okay, so pick some questions to work with them. Now, for question 15, right, so 16 they can do on their own. For page 15, it is important for you to go through with them as well because this is a bit different, right? You can see that they can explain to them that if you look at the weighing scale, they look the same, or rather they weigh the same. All right, and the purpose of this question is to get them to figure out the weight of the water bottle, right? So one of the ways that you can do, all right, to show them how this is done or how they can solve this question is to get them to first of all count what is the total number of kg that you find here, and the answer is of course 3 kg. All right, so you can actually write it on the board or get them to write it on their worksheet itself. All right, and over here, right, 1 kg, 1 kg, how much is it? So they will know that it's 2 kg. Okay, so which leaves, all right, the water bottle, right? How much is the water bottle? The question mark. Okay, so obviously the water bottle plus 2 kg equals 3 kg. Now, most of them have learned the part whole model before. right? So they should be able to figure out that, oh, in order to find out what is this, some students are able to see immediately, right? But those cannot, then you can see, okay, part whole number, a number plus 2 equals to 3. What's the answer? Or they can do 3 minus 2, right? And then that would be equals to 1 kg. Okay, so this is something that you can get them to demonstrate and to work together with them during the class. The final question, the last question, right, is for them to work on their own, right? Because quite limited, right? So we don't have much here. So this obviously can be set as homework. Okay, now we move on to the second booklet. Okay, the second booklet is 0222 MK1/1 measuring in kilograms. Right now, so earlier on in the first booklet gives an idea of what 1 kg is. Right now, for this question is really about how the weight of objects can be measured using this so-called weighing scale. Right, so it's important for you to teach them, right, to get them to, especially for kids who have not seen weighing scale before. It's good for them to give them an idea of what a weighing scale does and how you can read it, right? So in here you can see that every of this digit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it stands for kgs, right? So 1 kg, 2 kg, emphasize on how the maximum weight that this weighing scale can weigh is 10 kg, right? How do we know? Right, it's a 10 kg weighing scale, and you can actually count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and all the way to 10 here. So that's a maximum. And then of course, right, this is other ways of teaching them how to read the weighing scale, especially when the arrow is not pointing exactly at the whole numbers, right? So in which case, then they can use they can say things like using less than and more than instead, right? So in this case, you can see the soda, the apple soda, right, is less than 1 kg. So you say the mass of the candy is less than 1 kg. And if the arrow go past 1, right, then you say that 1 kg, then you use the word more than. So at this point, they do not have to give the specific weight, right, of the objects, right, but you'd rather use the word more than, right, less than, and about, right, if it's very near. Right, so it's very close. We say about. How close? I would say maybe 1 or 2 notch. Anything that is perhaps 1 or 2 notch more, right? We might want to say that is more than instead, right? But here, right, 1 or 2 notches, right, can say that it's about. Okay, so again, please work through all these, do these guided questions with them in class. Now there are some harder questions later on, so I would like you to pay attention to particularly, let's see, page starting from page 10 onwards, okay, in which the object is placed together with the weights, right? So very similar to what we have done earlier on. This is what you can do. Okay, so get them to, so how much does how heavy is this box, right? You can do 1 kg plus 1 kg, right? Going to add up first, this equals 2 kg, right? So this box, all right, plus 2 kg is equals to 3 kg, and get them to see, what is the most possible answer in this case, right? So box A weighs less than 3 kg. Does it make sense? Well, in this case, yes, right? Because here is 2 kg. So in fact, they can really tell that the box is 1 kg, right? So box A weighs 3 kg, definitely not, right? The whole thing is because there are really 2 kgs here, the box is definitely less than that. Okay, so we can use this method. And then perhaps to do also question 11 with them, right? Because question 11 is a bit different, right? Because it gets them to now be a bit more accurate, right? In terms of so-called figuring out what the box weighs, right? So in this case, you can use the same method that you tell them this is 1 kg, this is about 2. So 2 minus 1, right, equals to 1 kg. So the nearest answer, right, would be block B weighs about 1 kg, right? Okay, so we can do this kind of pick these questions to go through with them. Okay, now let's see, anything else? So I think that the rest you can actually get them to try on their own, perhaps one of it. The last few questions can be a bit challenging, Okay, so I leave it to you, right? If there's if you think that the class is up for it, in fact, I think most would require some help in this area, right? Especially with explaining the question to them. So if you don't go, if you don't complete this question in class, at least get them to do to come up with at least one configuration. All right. So you have to explain to them that the story here is Mr. Jones, right, bought 2 items. Please highlight 2 of the items. Sorry, please highlight the number, the keyword here 2, right? Because it in a way defines that they can only pick 2 items, right? And then it's put in the shopping basket at a mass of 1 kg, right? The total mass of basket and the items was then 8 kg, right? What are the 2 items Mr. Jones bought, right? Write down all possible answers. So here it's important for them to get them to think about what is the weight of items that they need to put in, right? So again, they know that the total is 8, right? And the shopping basket is already 1 kg. So that means that they can buy only 7 kg worth of items. All right, you have to list out, work it out with them. Okay, and then after that, now that once they understand that they can only buy 7 kg worth of items, okay, what you can do is then get them to just maybe perhaps get one student, or like to suggest what is one configuration, right, to have 7 kg of items, right? 7 kg, no more, no less. Okay, they must have 7 kg. So depending on the inputs of students, right? Some may maybe the first one may say, oh, can of food and bag of sugar. Make sure that they understand why, right? Because can of food is 1 kg, bag of sugar is 5, right? Bag of sugar is let me see, can of food. Oh, sorry, canned food is, I saw wrongly. Sorry, canned food is 3 kg, right? And the bag of sugar is 4, right? So they need to be able to explain that canned food is 3 kg plus 4 kg, and therefore it is 7 kg. Okay, and then get them to list it as number 1. Important for them to list the number, right? Put the number here so that they can answer the question later on, right? So then perhaps just work with them one, and then the others can be assigned as homework. Okay, now after this is done, you can actually go through the third booklet. The third booklet, I'm not going to go through this here. You can actually go through with them in class. I've not decided which ones I'm using yet. So it could be any of the heuristics booklets, which I will place together with the stack of materials during the lesson. Okay, so happy teaching. If you have any questions that you would like to ask me about this lesson, right, feel free to WhatsApp me. Okay, for now, that's it, right?